Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Chelsea fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Chelsea move ahead of Tottenham in race to sign incredible South American player. Chelsea are scouring the market for yet more new players and could be forced into signing a defender to replace Wesley Fofana. For Chelsea, Fofana's absence is a massive blow, and according to Calcio Mercato, they are now considering a move for Torino's Gleison Bremer as they look to fill the void. Bremer has long been considered a target for a number of English clubs, and Tottenham are one of those clubs. Indeed, Calcio Mercato claims that Tottenham are indeed still interested. However, they now claim that Bremer could be more likely to join Chelsea given the situation with Fofana. Torino would look at any bids over £40 million seriously, and with Chelsea having brought money back into the club through player sales, that is not out of budget. Roberto Di Zerbi offers to swap Colwell with Caicedo. The Blues have identified the Ecuador international as their number one midfield target this summer, following the departures of Mason Mount, Mateo Kovacic and N'Golo Kanté. The South Coast club believe Caicedo should command a fee in the region of £100 million, given Arsenal eventually signed Declan Rice earlier this month for a British record sum. Relations between both clubs have not been helped by Brighton's own pursuit of Levi Colwill, who spent last season on loan at Brighton. The England international appears to have little desire to return to Chelsea in a backup role to the likes of Thiago Silva and Trevoh Chalobah. He said, "There are two questions. Not only about Caicedo, also about Colwell, and maybe it can be a swap. I would like to play with Caicedo and Colwell together, but at the moment I can only speak about Caicedo as Colwell is not one of my players." Pochettino reveals Chelsea's upcoming transfer plans. The Blues used a staggering 33 players during their infamous 2022-23 season, finishing a lowly 12th in the Premier League table. To make amends, Chelsea have already sold 13 senior players during the summer transfer window, though as this figure also includes some who were out on loan last season and others have since returned. Pochettino still has a bloated squad to contend with, speaking ahead of their pre-season friendly with Brighton. In the US, Pochettino insisted his roster still needs trimming. "You need 23, 24, max 25, keeper included. We don't need 30 to 35 players. We need to be right in how we choose profile, and balance is most important." Pochettino said, "Sometimes you get the balance with less than more. It's not that you cannot manage. The problem is players who are not going to play. Where will they get the motivation? It's not going to be easy for them first. We cannot ask them to be happy every day. We cannot blame the players. We have to be strong in our decisions." Obviously, Poch wants to remove all redundant elements in the Chelsea squad and then continue to add stars. Pochettino would also like to bring in further additions before Chelsea kick off their Premier League campaign on August 13th at home to Liverpool. Chelsea to consider move for Paris SaintGermains forward Kylian Mbappé. Chelsea may reportedly make an approach for Paris SaintGermains forward Kylian Mbappé if they consider a deal to be feasible. Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital have, so far, endured a summer largely focused on facilitating as many sales as possible in order to meet FFP regulations. As it stands, 13 players from last season's squad are no longer present, 10 departing on permanent deals. David Trevoh Fofana going out on loan to Union Berlin, and each of Denis Zakaria and João Felix returning to Juventus and Atletico Madrid respectively. Further departures will occur in due course, yet Mauricio Pochettino has acknowledged that he is keen to add to the signings of Christopher Nkunku and Nicolas Jackson as soon as possible. A new centre-back and central midfielder are at the top of Pochettino's priority list. Chelsea one defender down due to the serious knee injury sustained by Wesley Fofana, and the club known to be interested in acquiring Brighton Hove Albion's Moises Caicedo. Nevertheless, Chelsea are also in the market for a new forward, whether that be a recognised number 9 or a player who can feature in a number of roles in the final third. According to RMC Sport journalist Fabrice Hawkins, Chelsea are contemplating whether it is worth putting forward a proposal for Mbappé. The France international said earlier this summer that it was his intention to see out the remaining 12 months of his PSG contract before leaving on a free transfer. A stance which has swiftly led to his club putting him up for sale. Mbappé has been left out of the squad for the pre-season tour of Japan and South Korea and allegedly put up for sale by President Nasser Al-Khelaifi. Whether a sale is realistic remains to be seen, with long-term suitors Real Madrid not in a position to meet PSG's demands this summer, and minimal clubs in Europe having the financial firepower to sign the 24-year-old. However, Saudi Pro League club Al Hilal may allegedly emerge as the frontrunners, the report stating that PSG would accept a bid of €200 million, £173.11 million. While Chelsea are yet to make a bid for Mbappé, they are reportedly holding internal discussions to consider whether it is plausible to meet PSG's valuation, although the Premier League outfit would not be able to offer European football for 2023-24. Chelsea are now managed by Mbappé's former PSG boss Pochettino and could be in a position to meet the player's wage demands once further sales have materialized. Chelsea, close to agreement with Ajax star as Mauricio Pochettino ruins Arsenal plans. Chelsea are reportedly set to scupper Arsenal's transfer plans as they close in on an agreement on personal terms with Ajax forward Mohammed Kudus. The Gunners had previously registered an interest in the versatile forward but are currently prioritizing outgoings. Upon his arrival in the Stamford Bridge dugout, Mauricio Pochettino made it clear that he is keen to rebuild his midfield over the summer. Brighton star Moises Caicedo was identified as a top target, though more attacking-minded options were also shortlisted, with Mason Mount and Kai Havertz both leaving for rival outfits. Chelsea now appear to be pushing for at least one creative outlet in midfield. According to The Athletic, the Blues have made contact with Ajax to inform them of their interest in acquiring the services of Kudus this summer, who has been linked with a move to the Premier League on numerous occasions. Chelsea have not tabled an offer for his services at this stage, but personal terms are described as close. The Ghana international is keen to leave Ajax this summer after refusing to extend his contract with the Eredivisie outfit last season, with manager Maurice Stegen resigned to losing the services of his playmaker. Arsenal have also been linked with Kudus previously, with his versatility deemed an attractive attribute at the Emirates Stadium. However, after welcoming 3 new arrivals already this summer, the focus in North London on offloading fringe players that no longer have a future at the club, the likes of Nicolas Pepe, Cedric Soares, and Albert Sambi Lokonga have been shoved into the shop window by Mikel Arteta, and the time spent on cutting the squad has presented Chelsea with the opportunity to steal a march in the race to sign Kudus. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.